Morning all, drizzly wet morning. When I first got up the sun was shining. I thought, oh yes, right, got all the washing in the washing machine, didn't turn it on. Thought, oh, well, when I go out with the dogs I'll turn it on. Luckily, didn't do it because by the time I went out with the dogs it was raining. So it's all sitting in the machine ready to go when the sun shines. Yesterday I got my NHS letter to say that I was eligible for vaccination. Go onto this website or ring this number. So I went onto the website and the nearest place I can go is Brighton, and I'm not going to Brighton. I have one about 4 or 5 miles away from me, a centre, so there's no way I'm going to Brighton. So I thought, oh, I'll ring the number. They say to ring the number sort of later on in the afternoon. So I rang the number and got through. And he was obviously just going onto the website and he offered me Brighton. And I said, no, I'm not going to Brighton. So I said, well, try each day. And he said, and obviously the one near you is booked up. So he said, just keep trying. So my friend who did the dressing of the dolly came round with some embroidery silk that I'd asked if I could borrow from her yesterday and dropped them off, and she said she was going for her jab this morning, and her neighbour was going about 10 minutes later to our local centre. So I said, oh, I've got a letter. So she said, also, I've got the letter, but she'd also got a phone call. I said, oh, you're the lucky ones. So I just have to sit and wait until I can pick, and until I go onto the website each day and see whether I can pick up that centre. So watch this space. I've been this morning on the way with the dogs to collect some bread from another lady who rang me and said that she was getting a Waitrose delivery. Did I want a loaf of bread? Did I want anything? So I said, well, yes, loaf of bread. So I went, just been long to collect it. And she said, was it raining? I said, yeah. She said, oh, I thought it was going to be a nice day today. I was going to go out for a walk. That's why I suggested I'd walk up with it. So I said, well, good job. I decided to come and collect it. She said, well, yes, because I'm not going out. So it's a lovely seeded cob. So I'm just boiling an egg and I'm going to have egg sandwich today. Ooh, I might put some beetroot in it. I like beetroot in a sandwich. So yes, I'm looking forward to lunch. All day on the radio, because I have the radio on first thing in the morning, Radio 2, until about 4. It's always on, always Radio 2. It's musicals today. Well, I think the whole weekend. So I think most of the programmes are musicals. So it's lovely hearing all the songs from the musicals and songs that you don't hear anymore. And it'll bring back lots of memories of all the musicals I've done. So I'm looking forward to that. So yes, that's quite exciting today. Had my little call with Emma yesterday. I don't think I'll get one today because Mummy's home today, but I had my call yesterday. I said, hello, how are you? She's not very good. I said, oh dear, what's the matter? I'm stressed. Yeah. She said, Daddy's stressed and I'm stressed. I said, oh, okay, what's the problem? Oh, she said, Daddy was helping me with my maths yesterday and I hadn't got it right and he was telling me how to do it and I didn't understand and I got stressed and I struck off and I walked off and Daddy shouted at me and told me to come back and I said, oh dear, I said, you got in a strop, did you? No, I said, well, sounds like it. So she said in the end, Daddy said, well, I'm not working with you tomorrow. You have to do it all on your own if you're going to be like that. So she said, he won't help me today. So I said, well, no good getting cross with Daddy. I said, Daddy's trying to help you. Daddy's trying to work and do his calls and help you with your work. I said, it's really, really difficult for Daddy. Yeah, but he's only got to come. I said, no, he can't. If he's on a call, he can't come and help you. And I said, when he does help you and it's wrong, you don't like it. I said, you have to be told that it's wrong. But I did, and I said, well, let's forget it at the moment. So I tried to get her out of it. So she was very off. So I kept saying, what are you doing in a minute, and what are you doing in your next lesson? I think she said they'd had music in the morning. I forgot what she said she got in the afternoon. So, I think it was history, but she didn't have to do it if she didn't want to. The class could vote whether they had a free afternoon or they did some lessons. So I said, well, you don't want a free afternoon. I said, because what are you going to do? She said, well, I watch telly. And I said, well, that's no good. You're supposed to be at school. I said, no. I said, you need to do your lessons. So she said, well, I shall know just after 1 what we're doing. So I said, okay. So I don't know what happened with that. I tried to get her out of it. So we had half an hour of cajoling. Yesterday I was very lucky. I did a little bit of work yesterday morning. The lady in the big house here has got a flat here. She's a BA pilot, and she only uses the flat. She lives across the road with her mum, but she only uses the flat for when she's on late calls or early morning calls, so that if she has to get up at 2 or 3 in the morning, she doesn't disturb her mum. So she sleeps here, so it's hardly ever used. So before lockdown, I would go up about once every 10 days and hoover and dust. And she'd never be there. There was never anybody in there, and there was hardly anything to do. So and of course, since lockdown, she hasn't done an awful lot of flying. I think she's doing sort of freight. Sometimes she does a few. I think she said the other day she went to Scotland. Well, she's obviously there and back. She didn't do any overnighters. She used to do a lot of overnighting. So I got a message yesterday to say that would I go over there, because I haven't been up there for about 6 weeks. Would I go in and just have an hour and go through bathroom, hoover, dust, which I did. So that was fine. I just quickly whipped through. Got all she's one of these that can't bear dust. So I had a little flick with that. So that was good. I had an hour up there. Gave me something to do. I've got this. The chair I sit on is an old Victorian chair, which was my great grandmother's. No, it was my grandmother's. It might have been my great grandmother's, but it was my grandmother's dining chair. And it's got a cross-stitch seat on it, sort of done in wool. Yeah, it's done in wool, and it's getting very worn. I don't know if it's the original or not. It could be getting very worn. So I put a cushion on it so that I don't wear it through. But all round the edge, where the seat and it goes over, all round that edge, there's a pretty little piece of it's called gimp. It's a little tiny thing that you put over top of the nails to finish it off, neaten it off. I can't remember what you call it, but it's called gimp. Well, I noticed this morning it's taking off one side, so I thought, I don't want to start nailing it in, so I must get some glue and try and glue it on. I am doing I'm working a new seat for it at the moment in wool, but it's going to take, it's going to take me a year or so. It's I get these from a company called Ehrman. This is designed by Jaffe Fassett. Probably nobody knows of them, but I know he's a designer of sort of not Art Nouveau, but he did I don't know, it was 6 or 12. I think it was 6. 6 cushions or covers. You can make into cushions or whatever you want to. I've got this bigger one to go over this chair, but I've got 2, and they were of the universe. And we had the sun, moon and stars. We had the animals of the universe. We had the lands. And this is the sun, moon and stars. Well, I can't remember what this one is now. But there were 6, and I say I've done 2, and this is my 3rd one. But they take a long while because they're quite big. And as I say, this one's got lots of dark colours in it. Until, actually, I mean, it's dark colours around the border, and I've got it on the frame. So when I've done that bottom piece, I can twist the frame and get into the middle part, which is a lot lighter. It'll be easy for me to do. By the time I get that, it'll be spring, summer, and I'll have more daylight. Sod's law going like that. So yes, I must stick this glue, this bit of gimp on, otherwise it's going to unravel and it'll come straight off. So I'll get some glue out and do that today. So that's the plan for today. Do a bit of sticking. I might start painting. I've got to do the painting in the morning because I need the smell to go off, you know, by the evening, because I don't like the smell. And as this paintwork is in the hall where the boys sleep, I don't want them being gassed overnight with the toxic fumes. So I need to do it in the morning so that I can open the door a bit and get some of the fumes out the way. But I might not paint. I might rub down the rest of the other door frame, on the door frame coming into the hall. I've decided I'm going to do that as well, so I might rub that down today and possibly get that undercoated, but finish rubbing that down. So that might be the plan for today. I'll have to walk round later to my other friend because she's getting some shopping in for me, some milk and some fruit from her delivery this afternoon. So I'll walk round with the boys later. I hope it's not pouring with rain because I should be soaked. If it is pouring with rain, when she lets me know, I might have to get the car out and take it down, go round and get it. But other than that, I've got three pigeons on the fence. I also have 2 pigeons come into the garden, and I keep getting a 3rd one, and they keep seeing it off. They both the 2 of them feed, the 3rd one tries to come in as well. So when the other 2 go, sometimes he comes back. The 3 of them are waddling along the fence. They're all ready to see each other off now. So that's about it, everybody. I hope you all have a good day. Weekend tomorrow. Hip hip hooray. Another weekend gone. Soon be February, won't it? Not long. What did somebody said to me the other day? As I was speaking to, I saw one of my a girl who married. I do a job in the village. I have done for about 6 or 7 years, and he's an anaesthetist. Well, he remarried a couple of years ago, and she's a cancer nurse, and I never see her when I'm working up there, obviously. But I saw her walking around the village the other day and chatting. Well, how are you? And of course, I haven't worked for them for months, so. I said, how are you? I've got a couple of days off. So she said, I'm retiring soon. So I said, was it come round that quick? I can remember last year saying that she was going to be retiring next year. And I thought, oh gosh, she's not that old. She's not retirement age. So she said, I'm retiring in about 4 or 5 weeks' time. I said, has it come round that quick? I just can't believe it. Yeah, she said. Yes, 1st of March, she said, I retire. I said, well, I can't believe that we're talking about March now. Yeah, she said, won't be long. She said, I've got 2 or 3 days off. That's what I'm trying to do, use up my holiday before I retire. I said, oh, gosh. So I don't think they'll be wanting me back, because when we eventually do get back, it'll be sort of April-ish, if we are allowed into each other's houses. And if she's retired, then she can do her own cleaning. Unless they're going to be that wealthy that they still need me. But we'll see. Do I want to go out to work anymore? No, I don't. But I needs must. So we'll see. I do know that I've lost 2 of my jobs now. But we'll see what comes back, and we will have to cut our cloth accordingly. So, right, everybody, have a good day. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Goodbye.